Hello, everybody. This I think this is my first video about Bitcoin, which will be on a public channel for YouTube and our Discord. So, just to introduce ourselves, we are a bunch of nuts people who is on a Discord server using the smart money concept to be able to trade cryptocurrency, mainly Ethereum and Bitcoin. So I'm just posting a quick update about what's happening in the chart and everything. Um, let's do some basic charting. So just speaking about the price action actually. Um, as you can see, this is the monthly time frame for Bitcoin. And today we are the 31 March of 2023, and this monthly candle here is about to close actually in a few hours. So here we're gonna speak a bit about what's gonna be next, what is the purpose of Bitcoin, what's happening and everything. As you can see, I have retraced a fib line for Bitcoin right now, which determine a zone where we have a seller's golden ratio, which is here. Price action around 31,186 and 32,716, which is actually a seller's zone for Bitcoin. Um, what could happen actually if I consider about price action right now? Let's say if um since 2 to 3 months on the higher time frame, I'm speaking on a long-term perspective, Bitcoin has been like riding up, since here, January 2020, the 1st January 2023, on the monthly time frame, Bitcoin has been like riding a lot, and those are like retracement zone on the chart. So if we consider if ever happen this candle, which is the monthly time frame today when it's closed above zero point 0.5 Fibonacci line, we could expect actually the price action to range a bit, then goes and take that seller's golden pocket. This is one thing to take in consideration, which means that if we take this seller's golden pocket, this is where we're going to have huge pressure for sell zone for Bitcoin. And if I go on the weekly time frame, you will notice that I have actually draw two two point of interest on Bitcoin, which is very important. First come this candle, price has been crashing during weeks, as you can see. And then during 1 week, we have this bullish candle, then we crash back again, which means that this candle become actually a weekly bearish order block. And if I consider from this week to this high right here, this actually become a fair value gap, which means that, as you know, we have bullish order block, weekly fair value gap, and if you consider those 2 week right here, those are equal high. Those equal high means liquidity sitting. So I'm expecting if Bitcoin decide to take over this zone, it will fill that gap. It will fill that gap. And once this gap is being filled, it will also take liquidity on those equal high right now. And I believe that if this happen, it could be a good opportunity like for us to consider taking a nice short position on Bitcoin, because right now during this bear market rally, I don't see price going above above that golden ratio pocket. It's kind of not realistic that Bitcoin pump to that level during a bear market for me personally. Um, if this is one possible scenario that could happen actually for Bitcoin, and if I go on the daily time frame, it's like pretty much the same for the daily time frame. The price action has been holding above the zero point 0.5 fib line. We have been like ranging here, making buyers in false sellers crash, buyers in false sellers crash. And what happened is it's still like waiting for a proper breakout. And I believe that we might actually see some bullish move on higher time frame for long-term perspective. So what over possibility we could have for Bitcoin? Um, if I go on the 4 hour time frame, you would notice like on the 4 hour time frame, I have actually draw something interesting. This is the 4 hour time frame, right? And as you can see, from March 23, price has been crashing, ranging, crashing. Then we have an ultimate push from the top. And if I consider the last candle before the ultimate push, this actually become our bullish 4 hour order block. And since the creation of this order block, it was untouched, it was not mitigated, and we also have from here to here a fair value gap which is waiting. What makes this become a valid order block is those equal low which is here. Those equal low which is here means this is liquidity sitting. We have three rules to respect a valid POI, a valid order block. The first is you need to confirm the order block with the impulse move of a candle. The second one, we need to have a fair value gap inside the order block, which confirm the order block. And the third one, which is the most important, you need to have liquidity. Liquidity is a must. If you don't have liquidity, which means that it can be a smart money trap, or maybe it can be some a fake order block. And it would be nice actually if we could just see like a movement where the price action decide to range a bit, then goes back here, fill at least that fair value gap, play a bit like that, then goes back here and goes and take back for week high. If this happen, we could actually have a long opportunity on Bitcoin as well. This is one opportunity we could have on Bitcoin. In case that price don't goes back down and decide to go up on the golden pocket I was speaking on the weekly and the monthly time frame, then we could actually consider a short position. And if I go lower, if I take the 1 hour time frame, you could notice that um, we have like a huge pump, one bearish candle with fair value gap, and then we have ranging bullish, and then what happened is price crash back. So the moment like the price crash decide to crash back, this candle actually become a bearish candle, and see exactly what has happened. So we have like the bearish order block, the price crash back, it hold on the block, it got inside the bearish order block, it's grabbed those orders, it's filled there was a gap here as you can see from we have a fair value gap which is from here to here. It's filled the gap, and once the gap was filled, the price was rejected again and pushed back. So right now we're ranging again. So if I consider let's say happening, we could say A, B, hopefully we get the B, and then C range, which could happen above a wave. So basically, pretty much this happening for Bitcoin right now. I'm gonna wait for now and see what's price action gonna deliver. It's either we taking a long position and we're waiting to hit the short, As you can see, the stop loss are really like very small. Or we just wait for the big move to happen. If you want to wait for a big movement to happen, and then we could actually consider a short position. But one thing is sure, that if the price decide to pump on the upper level, there will be fully manipulation, high risk of manipulation. So we better make sure that whenever you guys grabbing your POI and everything, you know exactly when you're entering and what's happening, because this is considered like either the final push, either the final crash. So be careful when trading Bitcoin. Hope that these videos give you some insight, some clearance about how you should consider trading Bitcoin. It's not just like you stick to one plan and you just wait. No, you need to have plan A, plan B, even plan C ready. In case of a mess up, you know exactly what's happening. Um, Actually, if I consider this, some people was asking me, is this a break of structure? No, it's not a valid break of structure, because as you can see, if I point the line here, on the week, the last price candle here didn't break. So this is not a BMS, guys. So we gotta wait for now. However, if you can see the move from here and price decide to fill that fair gap value gap, hopefully we could have like a nice long position if price decide to, I don't know, fill the gap, then goes and reclaim the zone like that and goes up again. It will be nice to see movement like that. So let's see.